Hi. So for the Captain America movie, um, I don't know. This movie's always kind of weird to me. I love superheroes and I love the demographic and I love what they go for. The one thing about this movie that I always think about is they are the most un-Nazi Nazis portrayed in the film. They don't really have any strong unification for a nation. They have nothing that makes them think that they're going to, bring Germans to power or that they want. Yeah, they kind of do want purity, but they want purity from the lies. Basically, is what they say that the world tells them that they say that you aren't truly free, and if you think that you're truly free, you're kind of kidding yourself. Um, and then they do run like a league of super soldiers. That's the only thing that kind of holds true. That the purity aspect is this maleficent force that they're going to build through genetic recoding of human beings, which is kind of cool because later on in the series they do. They have the Winter Soldier, right? Um, but it's the whole thing is just interesting because in the beginning they do say that the main antagonist of the film, Red Skull, is one of Hitler's confidants, if you will, and he's very close with Hitler, and he's also he shares Hitler's passion for the occult, for these things that aren't real, but these myths that they want to be real, so they can be this all powerful being. And then, which I do feel like they kind of rag on Hitler a little bit more on that than I would say Hitler actually did. Like, I know I've watched a lot of documentaries and read a lot of things about how Hitler was very convinced that the Holy Grail did exist. He was very convinced that there were artifacts out there that could genuinely help him gain more power in war. So that was kind of interesting. And then when they do finally have, well, actually, right in the intro of the film, you see a bunch of Nazis come in to come talk to the Red Skull. And when they're talking to him, they're telling him that his little project that he's working on and how he's basically just wasting his time is ridiculous. And that's basically when Red Skull defies Hitler and the Third Reich and essentially proclaims himself as his own thing. Hydra. When you cut off one head, two more will come. So they go for like this pseudo Nazi kind of situation, which I mean, I still wouldn't say they're very Nazi-esque. They have like their Kmart brand Nazi symbol, which is like interesting. I don't know. It's still red. The only difference is the symbol in the center isn't white. It's black. There's no white in it. It's a red and black symbol. It's basically supposed to replace the Hitler symbol, or the swastika from the Nazis. And that's mainly because they just want to make sure that they could still sell to a demographic. Because in the original Captain America Marvel comic books and even Superman comic books, the whole reason they started was because Jewish artists started comic books. They completely founded the entire thought of comic books. They created these superheroes that come in and beat the hell out of Hitler for America and for the world. They represent this ultimate weapon that's going to put down Hitler. It was literally supposed to be something that rallies troops. Like, that was the whole intention when the army found out about him, and the government gave the creators of both of those comics, both Captain America and Superman, an insane amount of government money, and it shipped all these comic books out to all the troops overseas just to give them this little kick, show them we're close. We're close to getting Hitler, and it's gonna happen. And look at Captain America. He went from being something to this huge superhuman who's gonna beat Hitler's ass and all this, and he's fighting with America, and he wants you all to go with it. And then there's Superman, who's just literally a god amongst men, who could literally do whatever he wants, and that's his goal, is to beat Hitler, you know? I guess when he first came out, he only had, like, flight, ice breath. He didn't even have the laser eyes yet, and he could hear things. But that was it. And super strength. And, you know, dodge bullets and be able to get shot. Yeah, he was just literally a god. And then the U.S. citizens in this one, it was interesting because I liked that for the movie they have an Irishman, an Italian, all these different demographics of the U.S. population on this like core group, you know, that goes in this fight with Captain America, and they're all like the specialists in their own way, and they're all super into America, and they are determined, absolutely determined to beat the Nazis. I mean, it's cool. It's also interesting because I don't think there were a lot of those particular demographics that were just in a band of a special fighting group. Can you go to bed, buddy? Bed. And so yeah, that was Captain America to me. Message of this film, I guess it was a feel-good family Marvel movie. Whole point was, no matter how small the man is or how little a man can do, it matters what his heart is. Captain America, Steve Rogers, was a tiny little guy who couldn't even handle himself in a basic scuffle with someone, but his heart, I mean, he just had so much heart and dedication to him that he just could really make something of himself. As soon as he was given the tools to be someone else, he was so pure and ready to help and save people that it wasn't even a hesitation for him once he became superhuman, which is really interesting with this Winter Soldier Falcon series, because it shows the new Captain America, and he's a bit of a dick. I haven't watched a lot or watched that much. I've just kept hearing how that dude's just an ass. But yeah, I mean, they're great. I don't know. It was a good movie. I'm not a huge Captain America guy, I guess, but it was a good movie.